Yeah, go ahead and come on around. Okay, yeah. You will probably need to wear them just slightly higher than you're used to wearing because men wore stuff at their waist. Back in the day, they wore them at the waist. Okay, she's gonna have to decide if she wants to shorten those. Okay. Well, I shortened the waist because I think we're kind of in the ballpark. Well, yeah. Do we want to shorten it? I don't know. When he bends his knee, he actually needs that girth with the stirrup.
Go ahead and bend your knee for us, please. Yeah, he needs the girth, definitely. Yeah, with his shoes on, it's 39.
Okay. Is this right? Like, is this where it should be?
The objective of this project is really to recreate this famous tracksuit that Bruce Lee wore in the 1971 TV show Longstreet. Thankfully, we have body measurements from him because he was such a meticulous documenter of his own physical progress. And we had to then find a fit model who was as close to Bruce Lee's measurements as possible, which was not that easy of a feat.
Okay, so we know this is coming in. What about on this forearm? I think we're okay on that forearm.
I do too.
Yeah.
All right,
I think
cool.
that looks good.
Go ahead and
I
relax.
want to do an expanded chest here again, you guys. Yeah, 39.
Boom.
Okay, good. Very good. Okay.
The fabric took more work than just about anything, I would say, because this was the 70s or late 60s. The fabric that they would use then, we can't get anymore. This is a representation of a knit fabric. It's probably a little bit heavier than those were at that time. It's got a little bit different stretch, but it reads like this. And that's the whole thing, is making it look so that it reads when the person looks at it, oh, that's that burgundy tracksuit. Yeah. And that was the whole beginning, too, of all the Adidas, the, Reebok, all those companies getting going with their stripes and, being athletic. And so as long as it reads to your eye when you see it that that's what this is, then we've done our job.
Maria,
Yes?
you cut this elastic 29, right?
Yes?
Okay, we need to take about 2 inches off.
Okay.
In a short amount of time, that man died when he was 32. He opened so many doors for Asian people and introduced martial arts to the United States and the world. Really, he brought it out of its closed community and gave it to the world. He did so much and so little. And when you see him on the screen, he is just fluid motion and action. He's larger than life. Plus, he's just cool. Bruce Lee's just cool. Why is this tracksuit different from every other tracksuit known to man? The most significant thing is the stirrup and the zipper on the side. The stirrup definitely, because he's doing so much action, that'll hold the pant in place. And the fact that he's got the zipper on the side means he can get in and out of it quickly. So those little details are specific to his needs as an actor and as an artist. That's what makes it a Bruce Lee tracksuit. I got reference photos, I got some rudimentary measurements, I had sample garments that I could get more information off from, and I was given fabric and trim. That was the package I got. This is a shirt that was most likely custom made for Bruce Lee. It has his initials, and it's got Lee stamped in the back. But more importantly, there are little minute details on this shirt that say to me that this was custom made by someone. This wasn't manufactured in a facility. We don't really think about it because he's up on the big screen, so what you're seeing is a huge blown up image, plus his own personality and charisma made him seem larger than life. But in real life, he's actually a tiny guy. He's only 5'7". I'm 5'6", so he was probably about an inch taller than me. And he was very slight. His build was very muscular. He has very rounded shoulders. He has very, he's kind of a V shape. His rib cage and his shoulders are large compared to his very tiny waist. His waist is 29. We also were given this pair of Levi Strauss. So these are definitely manufactured. The label's still in them, but like Sharon was saying, they were probably tailored. And we also got this fine pair of pants. Now this is also manufactured, but I guess this was one of his favorite pairs of pants. And this is a fine piece of 70s clothing here. Now I didn't use these to make a pattern because it has very specialized seams. It's got saddleback seam, it's got seams cutting here, the legs are really wide. This isn't a good garment for me to tear apart to make a tracksuit. So I went with the Levi's, which were, it's got just an inseam and an outseam. The leg is fairly tapered, so I get a better idea of what his leg is like. So that's what I use. The reference images, that's the blueprint. That tells me what I'm making. This is a good, this is a good reference photo for the overall design. It shows me a front, gives me a 3/4 view so I can see this detail in the sleeve. It's a good starting point. This one's good because it gives me collar front detail. And I can also see just very faintly that there's a raglan sleeve line. This is another good one. I can definitely see my raglan sleeve line here. I can get an idea of the length of the collar. I've got a good shot of the cuffs. This is an excellent reference photo because it shows me that he has a zipper on the side. It also shows me that he's got stirrups that he's wearing. I get a good indication of what length the cuff would be. This is an even better photo because I can clearly see the zipper pull here. It tells me that the stirrup is forward of the zipper. And I can get a general idea of how wide those stripes are and what the space between the stripe is. Yay. We love our bracelet. We love our mannequins. Okay.